I've been on a fitness journey since my 20s, and it's only now in my 50s that I'm finding some balance. When I was a little girl, I was always quite slim. I never really had to worry about my weight. When I was in my 20s, when I started socialising, I probably started eating too much, drinking too much Woodpecker cider, with a kebab or some chicken afterwards, so I put weight on, which didn't suit me because it all went to my face. After that, I settled down, got married, had the 2 children, and I think running around after the 2 children, housework and working as well, naturally I kept the weight down, which was really lucky. In my 40s, I had a brainwave to become super fit, so that's what I did. I got a personal trainer. I was training 3 times a week. I was running. I was doing 6K, which was a lot for me at the time because I'd never run before. I was eating about 6 meals a day, which is super lot for me. But I was the fittest, the leanest, the most muscly I've ever been, which was great at the time. But I get bored very easily. So that soon wore off. So by my mid-40s, I was back to normal. I was maybe doing a little bit of exercise, eating and drinking what I wanted to, but I was still lucky and I wasn't putting weight on and I was keeping the figure that I wanted to. Something happened though when I became 50 plus. I don't know what it was. I don't think anything changed. I think I was eating and drinking the same, exercising a little bit the same, not overly, but I was putting weight on. Specifically around my tummy, my midriff, and I was losing my waist. I was getting a little pot belly and I couldn't figure out what it was. I tried lots of fads, lots of different diets because I like to try different things, but again I get bored easily, so I tried the celery diet, I tried the carnivore diet, I tried becoming vegan, I tried vegetarianism. What else did I try? Let's have a look. Low carb, intermittent fasting, everything. I thought I tried everything. Nothing seemed to work. Even when I just have one big meal, I felt like I was 3 months pregnant and I couldn't figure out why. As well as eating fads, I tried some fitness fads, not fads. I tried boxing, I tried high intensity training, I tried cardio, I tried running again, hurt my knee so that didn't work. And I don't like to sweat too much, so I didn't like any of those. I went back to the gym. I was doing the weights and so on, but still I was putting the weight on. I couldn't seem to get rid of it and I couldn't figure out what it was. So now in my 50s, I've got to be mindful about what I eat and the exercise that I do. I've read a lot about it. A lot of it is hormones as you hit 50. It's really unfair. I think that men can go to the gym, stop eating, and they lose the weight straight away. But for women in the 50s, when hormones change, you can't get rid of this weight around here, no matter what you do. I think the fitness journey, it's just an ongoing one. I don't think it will ever end. I don't think there'll ever be a final destination. I think as I get older, it's just going to have to be about tweaking things. The amount I drink, the amount I eat, what I eat, how I exercise, what exercises I do. At the moment, I'm not eating as much. I'm trying to eat more protein, which I think is helping a lot. I've cut down on carbs a lot. Less alcohol, that really helps. I don't drink too much water. I try and drink as much as I can, but that can bloat, so I've got to be really careful drinking too much at once. HRT is another thing that I think people should consider, just to balance hormones out a little. Exercise-wise, I've found that a PT session, excuse me, once a week really helps with my strength and my muscle building, which I think is important as you get older. I walk as much as I can. I try and do about maybe 15, 20 miles a week, something like that. I walk the dogs every morning, which helps as well. And at home, I'll try and do a little bit of something. I'll try and do sit-ups in between my morning skincare routine, or I'll try and do some stretching at night before I get into bed. Little things like that I think help. Again, I'm still bloating. I can have one big meal, and I look 3 or 4 months pregnant, so I've got to be really careful about what I eat and when I eat. I still treat myself. I've recently found little brownies. They are the most gorgeous thing in the whole wide world. They're only this big, so they can't be that many calories, can they? But I have a few of them a week, maybe 3 or 4, and I will still have a glass of wine or go out for cocktails, which I enjoy. But I've got to balance that with maybe a little bit more exercise or more of a balanced diet. So it's ongoing. It's still a learning curve for me. I've learned to balance at the moment my fitness journey, my food, my drink, my exercise. But I know it might be a month, it might be 6 months, it might be a year or two, that because of my age, I'm going to have to tweak it again. I'm going to have to keep changing. I'm still finding foods that were fine 2 or 3, 5 years ago that are now causing me problems. So yeah, it's an ongoing journey.